So you guys might be interested to hear this, but Greedfall finally became a bit more interesting to me. I was playing yesterday, and I believe that during the battle to take over the island, the battle in which the Coin Guard was planning to overthrow the current governors, it finally became interesting because there was actually something to fight for. There was actually something big going on, and it was not just about going to talk to this politician, going to talk to that other politician. So the game finally became interesting at that point, and well, but even though it became interesting, even though it made me care about this story, about this character, about that other character. It just didn't last for a very long time, unfortunately. By the time it was finished, the game returned to its normal pacing about talking to this politician, talking to this other politician, all for the sake of building up to something which appears to be the kind of thing that's going to take a lot of time to be built up for, and when it's done, the player I am going to find out that it was not that interesting to begin with. So the game is at a very interesting point right now because I don't really care anymore about what's going on. Back when the Coin Guard was about to overthrow the current governors back then, it seemed very interesting. I was actually caring about Constantine, his disease, the Malikor, some other things. But right now, since ever since that mission finished, the game just returned to its normal pacing. It just doesn't feel like it actually has an urgency. Everything just feels mundane. You are talking to a bunch of people who actually don't add much to the story. The voice acting is horrible. The characters just seem very uninteresting still. So the game itself didn't change that much, but during that brief period of time when the stakes were raised really high, then it was very interesting. But right now, it just is not. But I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting to be surprised. I hope that the ending, and I think I'm getting close to the ending. I hope that the ending is going to be a very good one, because I really wanted this game to surprise me, to make me feel like, okay, I was very wrong about this game. It's actually pretty good. But right now, right fucking now, it doesn't feel like it's going to lead me to that, which is very sad. But well, I guess that's it, right? But anyway, the combat is actually somewhat better now because I got a skill which allows me to teletransport after dodging a second time. So it's pretty good. It's really good. It makes combat a lot better. Even though it's still very much boring. It's still very much boring because the enemies don't really. The enemies are very much different. You just fight animals most of the time, which is pathetic really. And these animals just really don't add much. And of course, the combat is not very varied. And also because when you're fighting as a mage, you just stand like a couple feet away from the real battle, just shooting your balls of magic toward the enemies until they fall down. So yeah, it's just really that boring. And also, there's a very annoying, comment from your companions, which pretty much happens all the time in every battle, which they keep telling me to drink a potion because I ran out of mana. Really, the game already has got that big fucking bar at the top there telling me how much mana I still have, and the game still feels the need to keep telling me that I need to drink a potion to restore some of my mana. But yeah, the game is just really not that good. I was not really overhyped to it because I actually didn't know about this game until it was launched. So yeah, imagine if I was like really hyped up to play this game, I would be even more disappointed. So yeah, that's really some food for thought for the people who made this game.